Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you another new release from the Revolution Pro range. This time it's an eyeshadow palette. I've already shared with you one of these and I can't wait to share this with you, and I know that you're excited as well because you've requested it. It is of course the Supreme eyeshadow palette in Intoxicate, and it looks like this. If you love warm shades, you are going to love this. But not only have you got the warm shades in here, you've got some pink tones as well, which I think is really unusual for a warm toned eyeshadow palette. I'm going to share with you swatches and I'm going to share with you an eyeshadow look as well. Now this is £6 and the quality of this is absolutely unbelievable. I've already shared with you the Allure palette and it was amazing. The only thing that I will say is that the shimmer shades in particular, I mean all of the shades, whether they're matte or shimmer, are incredibly pigmented, and you're going to see that in a moment with the swatches. But the shimmer shades are so soft, so buttery, they have a little bit of fallout, so do be careful with the shimmer shades, but they are incredible. Like I said, the formulation is so soft, it's so buttery, so creamy, that when I used it for the very first time with the first eyeshadow palette that I shared with you, and I'll link that down below, it felt that I was actually using a cream eyeshadow. They are that creamy and just beautiful. I love them. So let's move on to the swatches. So this first one is a matte shade and it's your transitional shade. It's beautiful. We've got another matte shade there, and that is a little bit red, a little bit brown, your red tone brown, I suppose. Then we have your orange shade. So this is matte, this is matte, this is matte so far. We have another matte shade, and this time it's more of a red tone with a hint of brown. And then we move on to our first shimmer shade, and wow, that one is a duochrome. It's like a rose gold. You've got pink and you've got peach in there. Absolutely beautiful. The next one is again a shimmer shade and also a duochrome. So you've got a little bit of magenta in there, and it's the magenta reflect on like a brown, or I would say a reddy brown eyeshadow with a like magenta reflect. And then this one, so these two are very intense shimmers, and then you have a less intense shimmer, and I really like the fact that you've got a mixture there within the range. So you've got matte, you've got the intense shimmers, and then you've got a less intense shimmer there. And again, this is a lighter brown with a little bit of a pink reflect, pinky purple, beautiful. And then the last one is a matte brown to then neutralize these deep tones there, or the rich reddy warm tones. Absolutely stunning shade range. I love all of the new eyeshadows. I've mentioned it before again and again. I love the collection as a whole, the £18 or the smaller eyeshadow palettes. I just think that they've really put together such a great collection of eyeshadows, and I'm loving it, as I've mentioned quite a lot on my channel recently. So of course I'm going to share with you an eye look, but first I just want to mention the foundation that I'm wearing today. Now I'm trying again the Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation in F4. This retails for £7, again from Superdrug. Let me start again. You can pick it up from superdrug.com, Superdrug stores, or Revolution Beauty. Sorry, I'm getting carried away already because I can't wait to share this eye look with you. I'm finding that on the second time of using it, and when I shared with you the try on the first time that I used it, I felt that it was very, very shiny. Now, yes, it does have some dewiness to it. But also I shared it with, or did the try on and shared with you the concealer, again the camouflage concealer. That was so dewy that it's not it's not a favourite product of mine, and something that I wouldn't use again just because I love the Conceal and Define concealer. But I'm really finding that the second time that I've used this, it really has worked. I used a lot less of the product this time. And yeah, I really feel that it's worked a lot better. It did oxidize slightly, and I didn't notice that in the first video, and I really like that because I don't like too light a foundation on me. So I really like the fact that it has oxidized a little bit and it's added a little bit of warmth to my face, so I'm loving that. Also, I was using the oil last time. I don't know if I used it on the day or the day before, but I was using the Revolution baking oil quite a lot, which obviously added a lot more oil to my skin, which is fine. I loved it. It's working absolutely perfectly. But these two new foundations, the Dropper foundation and this one, they do look a little bit dewy, so more than the L'Oreal, more than what I'm used to basically, and I suppose it's just taking a little while for me to get used to it. But I love the coverage of this, even though I only used a little pea-sized amount, not even that. I really didn't want to use too much of it just to see, you know, if that worked, and it really has. So yeah, I'm really loving this on the second application. It's working a lot better, especially with the Conceal and Define concealer. I just feel that it's worked so much better today. So here's I'm now going to try these new eyeshadows. So obviously I just wanted to mention that about the foundation because, you know, I shared with you my first thoughts, but I don't obviously want to dwell on that too much. I want to share with you this eye look. So I am going to be starting off with, of course, my Primark brush. It's the eye contour brush. I still haven't picked up. I did go to Norwich yesterday evening and I did look around the Superdrug stores to see if I could pick up one of the Revolution Pro brushes. They've got a contour eye brush actually in the collection. It's only £1.99, £1.79. I think there's a little bit of an offer on that at the moment. I really want to get my hands on that and really put that to the test and see if it matches this, because this brush, I love it, but I don't know what Primark have done with it. So it's definitely not in the stores. Again, I went into the Norwich Primark. They've moved the store. It's been revamped. But I didn't see any of these brushes. So like I say, I've got to try that one from the Revolution Pro range. It's inexpensive and it is also an eye contour brush. So yeah, I'll have to see what I can do about that. But for today, I'm going to have to use this, and I think the first shade that I'm going in with is, of course, that first peach shade, and see how that works. Now, when I've popped my brush in this, again, there is some kickback of the product. So yeah, but you know, I'm not worried about that because I've mentioned kickback before, and yeah, as long as the whole pan doesn't fall out, I'm okay with a little bit of kickback. I really love the colour of this. It's like a beautiful peach colour. Very, very nice. I'm taking it up quite high as well because I really want it blended. And of course I'm going to get the excess on my brush and then just pop that on the other eye. Again, I'm going to take it up quite high. A little bit more. That is a really nice transitional shade. Now, if you don't like warm eyeshadow looks, I'm not going to be able to make a cool toned eyeshadow look with this one. So although I must say that in their set of 5, the single shadows that you can pop into a palette, a magnetic palette, there is a cool toned eyeshadow collection there. In fact, I shared that with you when I shared with you the collection that I'd purchased. So I think I may, I really want to try it out, so I'm going to definitely share a look with that one very soon. So that's the first shade on. It's that peach colour. Now I want to deepen it up a little bit, and of course I want to try and use as many of these shades as I can. So I'm going in with this shade there. I mean, these or the 18 eyeshadow pans, they really do blend very, very well together. So of course I've got high hopes for these. Although the formulations do seem slightly different, especially with the shimmers. Now I'm putting on that second shade, so it's that one there, and I'm just putting it into the crease and taking that up a little bit so it's all blended very nicely. So again with the other side. Lovely colours, but then I do love a good warm eyeshadow. I don't know why, but as soon as I get in front of the camera, I'm tongue-tied. Okay, so that's the second shade. Now I'm going to, what shall I go in with? I think I'm going in with, I don't want it to be too red. I think I'm going to go in with that deeper brown at the end there, that one, to deepen it up a little bit, because I just don't want it to be, I don't want to have too much of a red eye. I want to keep it quite peachy today. Basically, I know that a few of you have contacted me saying that, you know, obviously you love all these new products, but they are a little bit too vibrant. So obviously if you love your vibrant shades but you want it to be wearable, this is what I'm trying to do today, I suppose. I want to share the palette, but I want to share with you perhaps more of a neutral look, even though it's obviously going to be warm, because the shades are warm, but I'm just trying not to go too bright, I suppose, and I'm keeping away from that red eyeshadow. So I'm just going to add that deeper brown on the other eye. So I suppose you've got the warmth, but you've also got, you haven't got too much red. So that looks really good. You've got that peach at the top, you've then got that warmth, and then you've got the depth in the crease. I'm just going to add that deep brown, the very last shade, on the outer third of the lid, and I'm just going to run that underneath just to give me a little bit of definition under the eye. Of course you can you know, put more or less eyeshadow on, you know, depending on what look that you would like. Now the shadow, I mean, that's the matte done, but the shadow that I really want to try, I really want this to try this one here, or do I want to go for the peach? I'm just not sure. In fact, I think I might need to put a little bit more brown on this side. I don't think I've quite added enough product. There we go. Do I want to go for the rose gold, or do I want this one? I think this one, because I've used like a rose gold before, but this one looks very, very pretty. So it was the last one, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that on my finger. Is a gorgeous colour. No, I've put the wrong shimmer on. Let me just clean that off and get the right shimmer on my, it's a beautiful purple. I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of that rose gold right in the middle as perhaps a spotlight colour. Now I'm just going to get my brush, and I think I'm going, because I don't want to go right into the inner corner with a deep colour, and that purple is quite a deep purpley shade, and for me I don't like too much depth is the word I'm looking for. I don't want too much depth on the inner corner, so I'm going in with the rose gold shade, and that one is this one here. And the pencil brush that I'm using is the PS Pro Shading Eye Brush, as always. So I'm just going to blend that peach shade into that first shade that we applied. And I've mentioned this before on my channel, that if I have too much depth on the inner corner, it's too much. It just makes my eyes look incredibly heavy. That's a lot better. And again on the other side. I think I might leave the eyeshadow on the lid as it is now, because I've added the light tone, the light peachy rose tone, as the inner corner. I just feel that I don't want to add anything else, or should I? Yeah, I'm going to, because there's, although that first shade that I laid down, that one is beautiful, it's not very intense, so I want a little bit of shimmer in the middle. So I've literally just added a line of product, and it's that rose gold, the lighter shade. And there you can see, every time now I open and close my eye, you've got the depth of that first colour, and then the second one that I've laid over the top really does give you that little bit of spotlight, but very, very pretty, gorgeous. And yes, it is very, very warm, but it's not as red as perhaps I could have gone, because I've not used the really red tone. Right, I'm just going to apply now my mascara, which of course is my Primark PS Amplified mascara. There wasn't one of these, or there wasn't a mascara in the Revolution Pro range, otherwise I would have picked that up. Lovely, and I think that will definitely look a lot better when I've got the mascara on. Yeah, definitely. So that is the mascara on. Now what I want to do is add a lip colour, and I've got two here. I've got Semblance and I've got Visionary, and I think I'm going to go in with Visionary, and Visionary is this colour there. So it's quite a pink tone, and although this is actually quite a warm eye look, it's quite peachy pink. So I'm just going to apply this one. Love it. This is actually one of my favourite colours from the whole range, and of course these are the Revolution Pro lip pigments. I love these so much. Beautiful. So I've gone quite pink on the lip, but I just love the colours of this eye look. I was expecting it to be quite red, but we've gone really peachy, and yeah, I really love it. I would really love your thoughts on this palette. Have you picked it up? Are you loving it? What do you think of the eye look that I've created? I'm loving it. Very, very peachy pink. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. I think the quality is absolutely incredible. Yeah, I'm just loving these, and I can't wait to share with you the other two. So please obviously let me know your thoughts. I love receiving your comments, and until tomorrow, no, just one more thing to say. If you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed. my figures are going up, and it's all down to you. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.